Hey, Don Copeland here, and we're going to show you a little bit of multimedia going on with a couple of different machines here. It's an election year. So what we're going to do today is do a little bit of showing you how you can make some money with the machines during an election year. We're going to start out, this is a coroplast sign. For those of you who haven't been around the sign industry, you'll see these in people's front yards a lot. This is coroplast. It's called coroplast because it's corrugated plastic, all right? You'll see these in people's front yards. You'll see them, like I say, for political reasons. You'll see realtors will use these for, open houses and things like that. They're great, they're inexpensive. This material is probably $1.20, $1.25 per sheet, and then you can get step stakes and be under $2 for the material. As you'll see right here on the trusty 1200, we have loaded up 2 sheets already. We're gonna do 2, and to give equal play to both parties, the cats and the dogs, right? We're actually going to print a sign for each. You can probably see here on the screen. I'm a little partial to the dog just because he's cuter. But either one of these would be fine. In fact, I think that most people would pick either one of these over what we have to choose from right now. So I've already got this loaded up. I want to load the bed up. We're going to get this printing, and then I'm going to show you another thing we've got going on, which was the dogs are probably a little bit smarter than the cats, but we knew that most of the time anyway, right? And so the dogs have decided to have a fundraising golf tournament to bring in money for their campaign. All right, so we're going to show you what the dogs are doing to raise money there. This is loaded up. We're ready to go. We're going to start that printing. Purple lights going back and forth. That's actually curing the ink as we're printing. So when this comes out, these are going to be dry and ready. Understand that when you look at your average sign like this, a lot of these are still being done with vinyl printers. So they're actually printing on vinyl, trimming it out, then they have to mask that down and weed that out. Mask it down and lay it out on the piece of material, squeegeing it down, and generally they'll also hit it with an over laminate. None of that has to be done with UV, because your UV, you're printing direct to the substrate. When it comes off the machine, it's ready to go. Now we have over here loaded up in our Mutoh, the 426 UF, we have loaded up just a half dozen golf balls to show you what we're doing. This is the dogs, they're doing some golf balls for their golf tournament. So I have set up in the software over here, 6 golf balls here to print at a whopping cost of 0.07 cents to print all 6 of these, under a 1/10 of a cent each to print. And we're going to go ahead and send those over. And they'll start printing now. While we got the UV machines happily printing along, let Hannah get a little bit of the footage of us printing on the golf balls. You see, it's actually pretty cool, the quality we were able to get on a golf ball with a curved surface. We can print up to about 7/8 of an inch. I think I printed these at a little over 3/4 of an inch tall for the images that we printed on the golf balls. All right, and what we're doing now is we're going to jump over to our dear friend Tristan, who is active over here with the new DTG G4, our latest generation of the G4. I'm going to have to hand off the microphone because I think microphones have been dispersed about the company right now. So go ahead and you put that on and tell us what we're getting ready to print here.
Okay guys, it's nice to see everyone, well, so to speak. We're going to go ahead and talk about the G4 a little bit here. The G4 currently, it's cleaning. So the beauty of it is, it's not something I had to think of. It's going to do it for you. Another beautiful thing about the G4 is it's vacuum platen. You can see I already have this loaded, but it's sucking the shirt down onto the platen, and you don't have to go through that whole tuck lock, procedure. You can just kind of make sure that all the loose ends are in.
And that's actually a patented product.
It is patented.
The Bell Pet division of ColDesi patented that about a year ago, so it's exclusive to our printers.
It is. As far as selecting your images are concerned, it's very simple. You can see it's blank right now. You can use your finger or your stylus, and you're going to go through and you're going to look for your recent jobs. Sometimes it's a little, there we go. So what we're going to do is we're going to print the puppy first, because I too have made my selection on who I'm voting for and who my favorite is. And it's busy for right now because it's finishing up the cleaning. So what we're gonna do while we're waiting for that cleaning is we're gonna move on over here, and I'm gonna go ahead and prep a shirt real quick, okay? So come on with me. You can see this is our PTM. That's our pre-treatment machine, okay? So one of the first things we wanna do is we wanna go ahead and load this shirt up onto the platen and get a nice press on it. Just a quick press, get the wrinkles out because you wanna have everything nice and flat as you press, okay? You're gonna use a Teflon sheet and go ahead and press for about 10 seconds. Which I love about the heat press that we use. It definitely has a counter for you, so you can see exactly where you are in your process. You don't have to guess, you don't have to count in your head. We've gone through 10 seconds, okay? You move on over to the pre-treatment machine. Now, one of the great things about this pre-treatment machine that I like, no matter where you are, you can either spin it to your advantage if you're having a hard time reaching inside, or you can leave it just as it is. And go ahead and place the shirt over the tray. Nice and even, kind of tuck in your loose ends a little bit here. And you're gonna go ahead and put this on a 50 for whites, okay? So we're gonna go ahead and push start, and it's as easy as that. Pre-treatment's finished. We're going back over to the heat press for just a few seconds. Go ahead and put our shirt back in on the platen. Make sure it's nice and even on all sides. Get your silicone out, Teflon sheet, and you're gonna hover. This is the great thing about this heat press. It has a hovering feature. A lot of people ask us about that. You're gonna hear it click, but it's hovering. So you're gonna hover for about 30 seconds. You can see there's a good 1/4 inch of a hover. That's gonna go ahead and get the moisture out from the pre-treatment. You're gonna look on your screen and you'll see we have 20 seconds, 26. As soon as it gets down to 15, we're gonna go ahead and give it a full press for 15 seconds. Here we go. This is gonna have an auto release feature, so it's gonna go ahead and pop up for you when it's finished. Voila. So now that we have that pre-treated, we're gonna go back over, and our DTG printer is finished with its cleaning process. So I'm gonna go ahead and select that puppy again. I've selected, and there he is up on the screen. I don't know if you guys can see that. Vote 2020 Super Dog. He definitely has my vote. Super cute. Now from here, you're gonna see the word platen. Super simple. You're gonna go ahead and it has an arrow. It's showing and indicating that's where the platen is going to go into the machine. So you hit that platen, you can see it's gonna start to load. It's gonna auto adjust for height, so no concerns there. So I will tell you a little bit about the dog. You know, we're using district shirts. This shirt probably costs, I don't know, anywhere like maybe a couple of dollars, right around there, just depending on how many pieces you purchased. In this particular print, it cost 56 cents to print, give or take, maybe 55, 56, right around in there, and it looks beautiful once it's printed. The nice red, white, and blue comes out nice and bold. Another thing about the DTG, the G4, is that you also, on your board here, on your screen, you have the capability to store 20 images. So you can either lock them in place if it's something that you use all the time, or you can just allow them as the newest image comes, it'll boot the oldest image off and continue like that. Once it's locked on here, if you come back to it, all you need to do is select it, all of the work is done within the RIP, and you can go ahead and print. What I love about it is it's a very easy machine, smart technology. It's able to tell you when it's time to shake your inks in the morning, when it went through that cleaning process. It's perfect. All right, so our puppy's getting ready to come out here. Dog, puppy. We got stars and stripes, and he's super. You'll be able to see his cape and the artwork, the graphics. If you didn't know this, little fun fact about ColDesi is not too long ago we launched a graphics department. So we have graphics and digitizing that we offer at ColDesi. You know, we're just trying to become one-stop shop, helpful to all customers. So from there, we're gonna go ahead and take this back to the heat press, and everything, including your darks, right to your whites and lights, is going to be a 45-second press. Real simple, definitely cuts some of the time out. There you go. Now while that's pressing, and we can walk away from it, what did I do with my white shirt? Ah, here we go. We're gonna go ahead and load this. You'll be able to see the platen, okay? It's not activating right now, okay? Once you put your shirt onto it, you're gonna hear this kick in. Now what that vacuum does, not only holds the shirt into place, and I'm gonna smooth this out just like you were smoothing out making your bed. Just wanna make sure the wrinkles are gone. But it not only holds it in place, it acts, it goes ahead and it sucks all of the ink down into the shirt. So you don't have that residual ink just spinning around, trying to find a place to land within your machine, okay? So we'll come back over to our recent jobs, and you'll see we're gonna go ahead and select Wonder Cat, okay? She's not getting my vote, but she sure is cute. Now that we've selected her, I'm gonna go ahead and put that platen in. You can see the image there. Go ahead and push that platen in. It will auto adjust for height. We're gonna come back over to our other. And look at that. Fantastic shirt, pull, stretch, gorgeous color. He's ready to go. So no matter who you're voting for or who your customer is, you can go for, you know, your puppy power, or you can go for your kitty, right? Each of your customers are going to have different orders, and this just goes to show you how you'd be able to fulfill those orders down around voting season. Now let's come over here, and we're going to wait for the cat to come out. Doesn't she look great, Dawn?
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
I still am in favor like this. I'm partial to dogs anyway.
I am too.
I didn't like the rabbit.
Yeah. Love the kitty too. I'm sure someone will vote for the kitty. So we're gonna take her back over, and just like the last shirt, 45 seconds on the press, and she's done. And you can see that, you know, DTG is really not a media where you have to, you know, have a lot of interface time with the equipment. You don't have to stand there and babysit it. I did a lot within that time. So I was able to pre-treat shirts, I was able to press, and you can just keep moving, keep shaking, and getting through your orders. Once this is finished, we got about another 28 seconds. Do you have any questions for me, Dawn?
Any questions for you?
Yeah.
Oh, no, you nailed it.
Did I nail it? And just for those of you who have never kind of put two and two together before, Mr. Monopoly and Dawn, same person?
Wow. Now, in all fairness, before today, Kristen, how many shirts had you printed on the G4?
In all fairness, I'll be completely honest with you. I am not technologically savvy. I don't, you know, machines kind of stress me out. This is super simple for me. And if it is simple for me, it will definitely be simple for your technicians, you know, anybody, even if you have to have your mom come in and help you with, you know, orders in the holidays, you know, or orders such as the election coming up. And I would say 2 or 3 times I became very, very comfortable, you know, with the printing process. Graphics is another story, but that's why we have a lot of graphics people here that are able to help you, or can even put together, you know, a graphics design for you. So
one thing we want to talk about, since we are here to help you out and help instruct our customers, while we both like the puppy better.
we do.
These are political shirts, all right? One thing we would have done is we would have eliminated a lot of the back color in this shirt, because what we said, this was like 24 cents, it's like 56 cents.
So
there was 30 cents extra ink, almost
correct.
Over double the amount of ink on this shirt. It's the same thing on the sign we printed.
Right, so With
over
the-
twice the amount of ink on this shirt. So
I mean,
from a
it's
cost
pleasing.
standpoint,
It's awesome to look at,
Right.
but you're using a lot of the shirt as your design in this particular
Yes.
graphics.
A lot of what they call
that's
negative space.
why it's less expensive. Yeah,
So,
sorry.
I mean, that's thing to think about is that we're trying to show you, we're showing off equipment, of course. We're trying to show you how to use your equipment to make additional income in maybe areas you haven't gone after before. And like when you're doing political things, just minimize the amount of coverage. Doesn't mean to minimize the number of colors, minimize the ink coverage, because it makes a big difference in cost. And,
And it's still a great effect.
yeah, exactly. And if you look at this shirt and say, okay, I can sell this shirt, I'm going to lose 30 cents. So I'm not going to charge more for this shirt than this shirt.
Correct.
Right? I don't care if you happen to be part of the dog party or the cat party. You're going to charge the same for the shirts. And if I do 1,000 of these shirts at a quarter a piece, plus $250 on ink.
That's right.
That's real money. All right. So you got to think about that when you're doing design for something like this, which we kind of like to call these throwaway shirts. I guarantee you at least half of them are going to be throwaway after the election.
Or worn once.
Or
Yeah.
worn once, right? Something like that for a rally. So that's just something to keep in mind.